Right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's live stream. Tonight we will be doing the Munster versus Connacht game, and it should be a really good one. Now, it's been quite a few hours since my last live stream, so I do hope that my voice do hold up for the remainder of this game and the next one. Now, as a South African, I'm trying to get into the mix for these Pro 14 teams because we all know that we will be having the Pro 16 next season. So, what I do ask of you guys is please go ahead and press that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future ones because I'm 99% sure that we will have a Pro 16 next year with the top South African teams in this competition. Right, so let's quickly go over the team lineups. Like you guys know, I struggled quite a bit with the names last week, but I mean, week in and week out, we will get better at this. So then for the Munster team, we've got at fullback Matt Gallagher, 14 Andrew Conway, 13 Dan Goggin, at 12 Damien Dialendi, Shane Daly at 11, Ben Healy at 10, and Greg Casey at 9. So we do have a change in 9 and 10 for this weekend. And then obviously Damien Dialendi coming in at 12 for, I think it is the injured, um, let's see, Scannell. So let's have a look at this backline real quickly. Andrew Conway, Damien Dialendi, and Shane Daly. Quite well. Let's start with Shane Daly. He quite impressed me last week against Ulster, and he did a pretty good damn job at the left wing. So this week, Damien Dialendi comes in at 12. Dan Goggin could have had a better game last week. He had his ups and downs last week round, and then Andrew Conway was really quiet last time round. Matt Gallagher had a pretty good game as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys line up for this game. Then in the front row, we've got James Cronin, Reese Marshall, and John Ryan. And then Jean Klein, Billy Holland, Gavin Coombs, Peter Omani, and CJ Stander. Now, what has changed from last week? James Cronin comes in, I think Reese Marshall as well. And then Jean Klein, Billy Holland, Gavin Coombs move from the 8 to the number 6 position. Peter Omani and CJ Stander comes into this mix. So we've got 3 South Africans in the starting lineup for Munster, and it should be quite intriguing to see how Jean Klein. I haven't seen him played since he was at the Stormers a couple of seasons back. We know CJ Stander hasn't made the British and Irish Lions team. So I don't know whether he wants to prove something to the world. Peter Omani as well, not making that side. But like I said, I was very impressed with Gavin Coombs last week, playing at number 8. And then obviously we know James Cronin and John Ryan is a pretty good combination in the front row. Then 11J said, "Hi, hope you are well. Did you see the Canes versus Waratahs this morning?" So absolutely gutted that I couldn't be able to watch that game, 11J said. So what happened there, I bet the morning game between the Reds and the Highlanders, and then unfortunately I had to go out and do something. So I didn't think much of the game. Thought Hurricanes would win by at least 20 points in the end. But when I saw that scoreline, I was absolutely amazed. I think it was 64 points to 48, a 16 points difference in the scoreline. So I was pretty gutted. 17 tries in that game, and I missed out on that opportunity. So pretty gutted there. And then 11J said, "I hope Munster win this one," which I do believe that they will win quite comfortably with this lineup that they've got. Let's quickly go and have a look at Connacht team. I don't know these guys so well, so we might have a little bit of a struggle tonight. So at 15, we've got John Porch, Sammy Arnold at 14, Sean O'Brien and Tom Daly at 13 and 12, Alex Wooten Connor Fitzgerald and Kieran Marmion forming the backline combination. So of all these guys, I know the likes of Connor Fitzgerald and Kieran Marmion, but the rest are really very foreign to me at this stage. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I can get into this as the game progresses in this second half, maybe. Then in the front row, we've got Paddy McAllister, Shane Delahunt, Dominic Robertson, McCoy, Neil Murray, Alton Delane, Kian Prendergast, and then Connor Oliver and Abraham Papali'i. So another interesting back and forwards. As you can see, there in brackets are their caps. So a very, very experienced back with the likes of Alton Delaney and then also the likes of Shane Delahunt and Dominic Robertson McCoy. But it's going to be a tough one, guys. Let's give myself a little bit of space in for this game. Like I said, the Munster team I got a little bit of hold of last week. 11J said, I think CJ Stander has still a chance at Lions selection, only if there is injury, though. There are about 40 players for the injury cover list who could be called up. So I know that the likes of Sam Underhill and Josh Navidi are probably going to be the number one selections if there should be an injury down the line. But I still can't believe that CJ Stander didn't make the team. You know, he's done so much for Irish rugby, and yeah, it's just been exceptional. Rejected in South Africa, performed with Munster and Ireland, was instrumental in that tour to New Zealand 4 years ago. So it's a bit of a shame that he ended up not making the Lions squad. But I mean, that's part of life. You've got to take it on the chin. We saw what it meant to Carl Sinclair a week ago when he got very emotional during his interview with the Bristol Bears. So it means a hell lot for these guys to make the team, but unfortunately he didn't get the opportunity. But hopefully, like you said, maybe injury will happen. Of all the players that I might not want to see in that loose trio, probably the likes of Jack Conan, who I feel that does not deserve his chance in this Lions team. Then Sim Slayer says, Munster, let's go. So Munster, all our favourites for this game. They've won Leinster, they've beaten Ulster. So Connacht should be a gimme for these guys. But you never know. It could change altogether. Then did you see the new Lions schedule for South Africa? We'll see the Lions versus the Lions now. So I didn't really take a massive look into that 11J set, but it will be pretty cool to see the Lions versus the Lions. But what I don't like is the fact that these provincial sides will not be at their very best because the South African players will not be available. And then Sim Slayer says, Guru, how are you? I'm absolutely fantastic tonight, Sim Slayer. It's been a long day and looking forward to this game. Just going to have a quick run through the reserves real quickly. For Munster, we've got Neil Scannell, Dale Gilcoyne, Stephen Archer, Tatch Byrne, Jack O'Donoghue, Conor Murray, Joey Carberry, and then Keith Earls. So we've got two British and Irish Lions on the bench today for Munster. And then for the likes of Connacht, we do have Dave Heffernan, Dennis Buckley, Finney Beelum, Egan Masterson, Sean Masterson, Caelan Blade, Jack Carty, and Peter Sullivan. So a lot of experience there. You can see 142 games, 198 games, 157 games, 109 games, 129 and 156. So a hell lot of experience on that bench for Connacht. And it's going to be I think it's not going to be an easy one. I think Munster will win this game. I think maybe by 10 plus points in the end, maximum maybe 15. But it should be one of those games that is going to be really, really tight, hopefully. I hate games where the one team runs away with it in the end. So it is going to be Conor Fitzgerald to start this game for Connacht as they go pretty deep inside the 22, taken in by the Munster forwards, setting up the ruck there for Munster. And it is the number 9, Greg Casey, who's got it and feeds it off to the forwards. So Casey awaiting the ball again. Obviously, Conor Murray on the bench today. So Casey goes over the top and puts it into touch. And I think that is found touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Munster territory. And a chance here for Shane Delahunt to throw this in for Connacht. Let's see how this thing turns out for them. As you can see, I'm on my jungle juice again. Monster and vodka, guys. Probably one of the best combinations you can get. And now it's taken in by Delaney. And now off the back they go. They're going to the back line very early on. And it's a breakthrough from Fitzgerald up to the 10-meter line. And now they're going to have a run at this. There's an overlap on the outside. The number 12 making plenty of meters around for Connacht at the moment. Now it's Delaney again, Alton Delaney, who takes it up for Connacht. Here they come. Fitzgerald. Out it goes to the loose forward. It is Kane Prendergast who gets forward for Connacht. And Fitzgerald making his way up to the 22. It is stolen by Munster, but illegally so. And a good opportunity very early on here for Connacht. 11J said, I like your Sharks jersey. I think the Bulls and Sharks game tomorrow will be close. Both have a good-looking team. So I'm very, very anxious about that game. Because in the past, when I've done live streams on that games during the round robin, the Bulls have absolutely destroyed us, 11J said. So, yeah, I'm hoping for more of the same like the Currie Cup final. A close one where the last minutes of the game will decide the winners. So let's hope for a very nice, tight battle between the two. But it's going to be interesting nonetheless. It is taken in there by Robertson McCoy or Neil Murray for Connacht, and they're 5 meters away from the try line. It is now going to be taken in by Kieran Marmion, and he gives out to the left winger, Alex Wooten, who makes it up to the 5 meter line. Now again, driving with the forwards forward. They're basically 3 meters from the try line now. It's Connacht. 2.5 minutes gone. It is taken out by the forwards of this Connacht side, and they're looking pretty good. 2 meters away now from the try line. Here's Connacht. Can they start again like they did against Leinster last week, where they ran into a 16-point lead after just a couple of minutes? So Marmion is awaiting the ball at the back of this ruck. It is Delaney. Now it comes out to Fitzgerald. Long skip out pass, but unfortunately, Sammy Arnolds couldn't get hold of that ball, and we are going back for a penalty right under the posts. Sim Slayer says the Crusaders coach has a new challenge winning the Trans-Tasman Super Rugby. I want the Crusaders to win, so I can potentially look at appointing Crusaders coach. So it is very interesting while we wait for this injury to be dealt with. It is Delaney who's down at the moment. So, yeah, we've seen 2 games this morning, the Hurricanes and the Highlanders both getting bonus point wins. And if the Crusaders can slip up and they don't get that bonus point try, then with all these, remember, they're only playing the Australian teams once, and the top play a final, I think it is. So if the Crusaders will not manage to get that bonus point, they could be in trouble going forward in this competition. But, I mean, the Crusaders are the Crusaders. They're a phenomenal side, and they should just be well and truly too good for the Brumbies tomorrow. And then Sim Slayer said, for the better of international rugby competitiveness, I hope the Brumbies can beat the Crusaders, but I just don't see it happening. It's more of the same like Super Rugby, where the New Zealand franchises used to dominate the competitions as of late. So, yeah, I'm just seeing more of the same. the Australian teams, unfortunately, I think is going to get a hammering in this Trans-Tasman competition. So it looks like Alton Delaney is fine. He's getting a bit of a strap on, as Fitzgerald now will be having a shot at goal and trying to put Connacht in front. So it has gone over, and it is Connacht who now has got 3 and Munster 0. So it is Connacht who strikes first. Let's hope it doesn't turn into the same scenario it did last week when they raced to that 16-0 lead against Leinster and then lost by quite a margin in the end of the day. So for Munster, it is going to be Ben Daly now to restart this game after 4.5 minutes. It is a deep kick in, and it has been taken by Papali'i for Connacht, and Marmion at the back just waiting for the ball. And the forwards will now try and bash this up inside their own 22. Marmion goes back into the hands of the fullback, and it's John Porch who hammers that. No, not a lot of distance gained there. So it is going to be a line out on the 22 for Connacht. Not for Connacht, but for Munster. So an attacking opportunity here for Munster after just 5 minutes in this game. I do fancy Munster for the win here today. I don't see Connacht being able to beat them today. It's taken in by Jean Klein here for Munster. Just outside the 22, they form the driving maul, and they're now starting to move forward very slowly. We'll see. Now it's picked up beautifully here by the hooker who takes it up, and it is CJ Stander who moves his way forward, comes out to John Wright, about 10 meters out from the try line. Now Casey, out it goes to James Cronin, who takes it up for Munster. Like I say, around 10 meters from the try line. Casey, out it goes to the outside centre, Dan Goggin. Casey tries to go on his own, gets scored very well there by Dominic Robert McCoy. Still 10 meters out is Munster at the moment. Good little drive forward from the forwards. Just setting it up now, 5 meters from the try line. It is O'Manohue with ball in possession, taking it up now. Let's see, it is the CJ Stander trying to work his way forward. Don't recognize the guy today playing in a headgear. So taken up by Reece Marshall. Reece Marshall going forward. They've been a bit sloppy. CJ Stander going forward at 2 meters out. Opportunity here. Can he dot it down? It is gone down, and it is CJ Stander who is over for the first try of this game for Munster. 5 points to 0, which surely will turn into a 7-pointer. And it is Munster now in control. So it does look like it is actually James Cronin who started down for the try. CJ Stander took it off, and then somehow it came out to Cronin, who just took it up and went over for the try. He probably ripped it. Yeah, he picked it up and then he went on. So Cronin has gone over for the try there. Gregor Galway says Dan Jones is the referee for tonight. And then 11J said, what do you think about the 2 planned warm-up games against Georgia for South Africa? So I'm not very keen on that, although it will probably be valuable in preparations for the Lions tour. But I mean, Georgia, no disrespect to them. I just don't think that they're that good of a quality of a side. And I mean, you are looking at a team that can't beat Italy, and Italy has been really poor so far. 11J said is asking who is the home team. Gregor Galway answering there that it is Munster. So they are playing at Munster's home ground. The restart being taken now, and a slip up from Munster here, and it's going to be a try to Connacht in the corner after massive mistake from the Munster team, and it is Sammy Arnold who goes over for that try in the corner. The restart not taken well, and it is picked up by Connacht as they just dot over for that try in the corner. So 8 points to 7 it is after just a couple of minutes in this game. Terrible mistake from Munster and a great try there for Sammy Arnold's. So far, it's not going too bad, guys, with the names. I think I'm doing a really good job, if I have to say so myself. But you guys are very, oh, how can I put this? You are more than happy, how's my English tonight? Well, let's put it plain and simple. You guys can leave a comment in the comment section and tell me how the commentary is going. I don't think it's going too badly at the moment, as Fitzgerald is trying to convert this conversion from the touchline, and he's got it. So 10 points to 7. It is Connacht leading after just 10 minutes in this game. What a start to this game. Can we get a 68 or a 64-48 result today, like we saw with the Waratahs and the Hurricanes earlier today? Connor Crowley says, what's the score in the Munster game? It is 10 points to 7 to Connacht after just 10 minutes. The restart taken there, and it's collected beautifully by Connacht. Now they're going out to Fitzgerald, and it is going to be kicked downfield. Dennis Buckley has replaced Paddy McAllister, and a chance now for Gallagher. No, it's not Gallagher, it's the fly-off who actually kicked this forward, and he goes loose. And the referee has called a little, well, it's actually called a penalty against Munster there. It is the fly of Ben Healy, who got us for that. Not 100% sure, playing maybe the play in the air. So that's what the penalty was for. So 11 minutes into this game, and a dangerous tackle has led to a penalty to Connacht, and they've got a chance to clear this through Fitzgerald. That is a pretty good kick, but it's not gone into touch. Casey have got it for Munster, and he's going to put it downfield all the way up to halfway. So a brilliant save there from the scrum of Munster, stopping Fitzgerald's kick there, which would have been 5 meters out from the try line. Pretty well done by Casey. Right, 12 minutes into this game. Line out to Connacht, just inside their own half. And it is Shane Delahunt with the throw-in. Now Fitzgerald finds O'Brien. Out it goes to the likes of... let's just see real quickly. Alec Tom Daly taking up to halfway. Now another chance. Marmion back inside to go to the left winger, which is Alex Wooten, but driven back in a tackle by Munster. Marmion at the back now. Fitzgerald with a kick forward, and that one is going to roll into touch. Roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of Munster. 12 and a half minutes gone in this game. So Connacht doing a good job so far, keeping Munster out. But I feel it's only a matter of time before Munster will come to this party and destroy Connacht. But I did get it wrong today with the Redskins, so you never know. Throw in here now by Reece Marshall for Munster, taking CJ Stander. Now a chance here for, is it O'Manohue who takes it up for Munster. Casey, out it goes to James Cronin again, taking it up for them. Just outside the 22 now. Casey waiting for the ball. Kick over the top, a little box kick chased well by Munster, and it's collected by Connacht, but they knock it on, and here comes Casey. Puts it to the boot, over the 22 they go, and it's beautifully collected by Wooten on the ground for Connacht. So inside their own 22, they get the opportunity, and another penalty against Munster, hands in the ruck there. So a chance for Connacht to get out of their own 22. Casey staying down there. He's been really good so far in this opening 14 minutes of this game. Munster tried to put some pressure on them, but in the end, Wooten did well for Connacht on the left wing to secure that ball, and in the process, they win a penalty for hands in the ruck there by Peter O'Mahony. We're just waiting for Casey to receive some more attention. He's got a bloody nose at the moment. So 14 minutes gone, and it's a pretty close game so far. So Conor Murray has now come on to the field here for Munster in the place of Casey. It is just a blood replacement, so Casey should be back in no time. Kick downfield by Fitzgerald, and he's going to find touch roundabout on halfway for Connacht. And a chance now for Delahunt to throw this in. Do apologize for my throat. It's been a long day. Thrown by Delahunt. Now Marmion. Fitzgerald takes it up through the centres. There's a miss pass in the midfield, but a little knock on from Munster. Just a quick question from 11J said, is Dialendi playing? So yes, Dialendi is starting at 12 today for Munster. We haven't seen too much of him though so far. A great tackle from Goggin there in the midfield, but unfortunately just knocking it on in the process. Right, so we've had 15 minutes in this game. Goggin knocking it on there in the tackle where the ball spilled loose, and Conway nearly went through to score a try there for Munster. Pretty entertaining game so far. Marmion with the feed at the 10-meter line, and it's going to be a reset scrum. So you guys know, the ones that are watching this and do want to comment on this, guys. 11J said Connor Crowley, Gregor Galway, Sim Slayer. Tell me if I'm wrong, but these resets in the scrum, is it killing the game at the moment? Do we need to get a stop clock that stops the time from ticking? Because we saw it in the early game this morning against the Highlanders, and the Reds got almost 8 or 9 minutes wasted through stoppages for the reset scrums. What are you guys' opinion on that? A massive scrum from Munster, but picked up off the back by Papali. Marmion now puts another loose pass there, and it's kicked forward now by Munster, but it goes into touch. So the pass there not working out for Sean O'Brien, and it was kicked forward there by Ben Healy, or Shane Daly, sorry, but he just bundled it into touch there. So Delahunt now with another opportunity to throw it in. Paddy McAllister is back onto the field, so the blood replacement is now back for Connacht. Let's see, 16 and a half minutes gone, line up just outside of 22. Delaney taking it up, not thrown in straight, and it is going to be a scrum down to Munster, just outside the 22 now. A chance for Munster maybe to head back into this game now. Right, so we are going to have that scrum, guys. We've had one reset so far in this game. A strong wind blowing here at the rugby field. Not exactly sure which way, but it is a very strong wind. So it might be difficult. I think that strong wind is at the backs of Connacht in this first half. So they might have a bit of an advantage. Scrum feed by Conor Murray. Now off the back going forward. They could get the penalty here. Penalty advantage now. Conor Murray off the back and tackled really well there by Shane Delahunt. But we are going to come back for that penalty. So while we wait for this penalty, I think that they are going to go for touch here. So 11J said, I agree. when you watch all the games, scrums were done in seconds. I think they should get a stop clock for scrums as well. So there you have it, guys. It's not only me that feels that way at the moment. It is wasting valuable time. And when you get to a close game, it could count against the team trailing at that stage of the game. Today wasn't so bad. 8 minutes wasted in a game where the Highlanders totally dominated the game. But when you got a 2 or 3 point difference in the score, that 8 minutes could mean a hell lot. So the lineup now thrown in here by Munster, and it's taken in by O'Manoghue now. They're about 10 meters from the try line. It's Munster. Conor Murray out to CJ Stander. Good defense from Connacht at the moment. Just pushing Munster back a little bit. And now a chance here for Gavin Coombs going forward. John Klein has knocked it on. And Connacht now gets a penalty because one of the Munster players played the ball in an offside position. So Munster at the moment, their own worst enemies. Not doing a good job in discipline so far. And then kick forward, which is, yeah, and it will find touch just inside Munster's half from Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald having a good game so far, except for the one kick that haven't found touch. He's had a pretty solid game so far. So Delahunt with the throw-in to this line-out. Probably going to look for Neil Murray or Alton Delaney, who's been pretty solid, or maybe Connor Oliver for that line-out. Let's see which way it goes. Quickly thrown into the prop, Paddy McAllister. And now Papali on halfway, taking it up for Connacht. Marmion, out it goes to the tight head prop, Dominic Robert McCoy. Marmion again, now Fitzgerald puts it to the boot and into space as it runs into the 22. And it's going to be a defensive line-up to Munster now. Munster will have to know their story because this Connacht team is looking pretty solid at the moment, defensively and tactically, because they haven't really played too much of an attacking game, but their tactical kicking from Fitzgerald has been pretty solid so far. 20 minutes gone in this game. Defensive line out, and it is going to be Reece Marshall to throw this in. Billy Holland or maybe Sean Klein or even Peter O'Mahony to take this. It is Peter O'Mahony who takes it off the back inside the 22 of Munster at the moment, driven forward by Reece Marshall for Munster. They now work their way over the 22. Conor Murray waiting for the ball there at the back. It's coming back slowly now. It is taken in by Billy Holland, still inside the 22, but remember they've already taken it over the 22, so they can't kick it out directly. Conor Murray to go for the box kick over the top, and that one is going to go out directly into touch, and we are going to come back for a line out inside Munster's 22. So pretty bad decision there from Conor Murray. Or have I mistaken this? The lineup might be all the way up to halfway. Let's just see. I could have sworn that Munster have taken it out of their own 22. Paddy McAllister and Damien Dialendi having a little shuffle at each other. So that lineup is going to be on halfway for Connacht. So it was deemed that they were inside their own 22 when he made that kick. So the lineup from Delahunt finds one of the loose forwards now, Fitzgerald, Sean O'Brien, out it goes to Papali'i. And Marmion waiting for this ball. Penalty advantage coming for Connacht. Nice little pass there, Fitzgerald. And was that a deliberate knockdown here from Shane Daly? He could be getting a yellow card. There we go. Shane Daly off with a yellow card. Deliberate knockdown. And a bad discipline mistake from the left winger there of Munster. We've had 23 minutes in this first half. Pretty bad discipline from Munster there. And a chance now for Fitzgerald to put this into touch. Connacht being pretty solid so far in this game. Must say I'm quite happy with the way things have turned out so far in this game. They're trying to do something special, and it looked like Wooten would have been in for quite a little run if it wasn't for that deliberate knockdown. Now Delaney off the back, Marmion now gives it out to Papali'i, who drives over the 22. Marmion waiting for the ball, taken up by McAllister. Marmion again, now Delaney again, still on the 22, driven back there in the tackle by Billy Harmon. Not Billy Harmon, but it is Billy Holland, sorry. So now driven forward by the forwards. It is Kane Prendergast who goes forward with the ball up to just outside the 22. Marmion again. Now it is taken further by Prendergast, and now Fitzgerald out to Delaney again. So they have been driven back in the tackle about 5 meters out from the 22. Now Fitzgerald tackled well by his opposite number there, just outside the 22. Now taken forward by Wooten, but it is going to be turned over by Munster. But it seems like the referee, let's see which way this is going to go. So a knock on first from Munster. It is going to be a scrum on the 22 to Connacht. And Connacht looking pretty dangerous on the attack so far. I must say I'm very much surprised with the way they have been playing. So 24 and a half minutes gone in this first half. Half of it gone already. Close game so far. So Paddy McAllister, Shane Tillahunt, Dominic Roberts and McCoy has been pretty solid at scrum time against the likes of James Cronin, Reid Marshall and John Ryan. But it will be interesting to see what they can do off this ball. It is in the midfield in the likes of Tom Daly and Sean O'Brien looking pretty dangerous so far. 11J said, what do you think of Lamapi leaving the Hurricanes to go to France? Apparently New Zealand Rugby offered him a poor deal, which is why he's leaving. So for me, Lamapi is one of the most underrated centers in world rugby at the moment. I mean, he should have been on that plane to the World Cup last year, and they played with with guys that was underperforming. And I think he would have made a massive difference. So Papali'i off the back to Marmion. Now Sean O'Brien. Out it goes, skip pass. Out it goes to the left winger, Wooten, who is having a nice little run there. 5 meters out. Marmion waiting for the ball. Penalty advantage coming. A little knock on there from Shane Tillahunt. And we could see another yellow card coming here for Munster. And it looks like Dialendi is the guilty party there. 26 minutes in. Yeah, here we go. Talking time to Peter O'Mahony. Let's see what the referees say about this one. Dialendi trying to say to the ref something, but I think it's better that he just keeps his mouth shut at this stage. So Connacht can stretch the lead now with the chance here. Let's see if they go for touch or they do go for goal. Yeah, it's a sad situation, 11J said. Like I said, I rated Lamapi very high. I think it's very similar to the likes of Fikitoa, who now plays in England for Wasps. So, I mean, New Zealand had a world-class centre in Fikitoa, but they just didn't rate him, and he's playing really well in England. So, yeah, unfortunately, Lamape is now an All Black. He can't play for another country, but it is really sad. So the line are taken in by Delaney for Connacht, and they are 5 meters away from the try line. Tillahunt with the ball at the back of the small. Not really going forward at all at the moment. So I think it is use it once, and now a chance here. Let's see what they can do. Tillahunt, Marmion off the back. Gives it out to Sean O'Brien. Fitzgerald loops around, and Fitzgerald is going to score under the post. So a brilliant try from Connacht again, and they're looking really well at the moment. I think I should change the scoreboard to 17-7 because it's under the post or just next to the post. So I don't see him missing this conversion. But how good has Fitzgerald been in this game? Marmion to Sean O'Brien, then a loop around from Fitzgerald, breaking the defensive line of Tom Daly. Of Ben Healy. And over he went for that try. So Fitzgerald, easy conversion, one step, and over it goes. 17 points to 7 with 13 minutes left in this first half. What a start from Connacht again. Let's hope they can keep this up, because we did see against Leinster what happened there. 11J said, think New Zealand should allow the coach to pick overseas-based players, or at least should be able to pick a certain number of overseas-based players. So New Zealand have been very strict in that regard. I mean, if we had to have the same policy here in South Africa, we would probably still be ranked 6 to 8 in the world. But it just shows you the great talent that New Zealand rugby's got. I mean, Jack Goodyear has been phenomenal. Lester Fainganuku and David Abili has shown at inside centre. Scott Gregory is coming through nicely. I mean, there's just so many talented players. The restart from Munster now taken in by Connacht on their own 22. Now Marmion waiting for the ball. It is going to go. Oh, nicely picked up here by De Hunt. And now Marmion passes to Marmion. Over halfway goes Connacht. So great play from Connacht here in the loose. Just catching Munster off guard there. Marmion again at scrum half. Out it goes to Fitzgerald. Now Sean O'Brien. He puts it to the bird and he's finding space and is going to run into touch just outside the 22 of Munster. How good has this Connacht team been so far? Bertie says, good evening, Guru. So Bertie has been involved in almost all my live streams in the South African Rainbow Cup. Welcome, Bertie, to this live stream. It is quite intriguing so far. Connacht leading Munster by 17 to 7 with 10 minutes to go in his first half. So they're doing a pretty damn good job at the moment. Throwing from Reece Marshall for Munster, taken in by Jean Klein, the former Stormers player. And they have formed the ball now. At the back of it is Reece Marshall. They're gaining some ground with this ball, but not too much. Casey is also now back on the field for Munster. He's waiting for that ball. Now they're going blindside, skip pass. Out it goes. Now there's a run here and a beautiful run here from the fly off. It is a good run from Ben Healy all the way up to the 22. Passes back to Casey. They need support, but picked up beautifully by Wooten for Connacht. And here they come. It's a great run, but a little forward pass on the 10-meter line. And what a wasted opportunity there for them. Sammy Arnold's had a great little run and then unfortunately went forward to John Porch. Otherwise, Connacht might have been in for yet another try. Bertie says, high-scoring game this morning. I was so disappointed and gutted with myself, Bertie. I had to work for that couple of hours. And I didn't think much of the game. Thought maybe the Hurricanes will walk away with it by 15 points or so. And then when I saw that scoreboard, I was absolutely gutted. 17 tries in that game this morning. How about that? So I think people will start watching the Trans-Tasman a little bit more, expecting another big game like that. But in reality, I don't think we will see another result like that one. Maybe one-sided, where the Crusaders might bump the Waratahs by 60 points. But I just don't see the Waratahs pulling off another game like that. Bertie says, wow, Connacht did not expect that. So last week, Bertie, they were leading by 16-0, I think, after, was it 8 minutes against Leinster? But somehow Leinster came back and scored all those points in a matter of 8 minutes. And then actually went on to thump Connacht. So today it's already been 31 minutes in this game, and Connacht holding their own against Munster. So yeah, surprises all round. I thought Munster were going to win this by 10 points at least. So let's see how this pans out. It is 17-7 at the moment. Scrum feed now to Munster on a 10-meter line inside the Connacht's half, and we've got another reset scrum. So I think we've had about 2 in this game, which is not that terrible compared to this morning. We've had about 8 minutes of wasted time in that Reds versus Highlanders game. So looking forward to tomorrow's games between the Sharks and the Bulls. Who do you guys think is going to win that one? I feel a little bit split on that one because I can't be too biased when I'm doing the commentary. But I do hope that the Sharks can at least stay competitive up until the last 10 minutes, and they might just steal it. Another scrum, this time a scrum penalty advantage, and here it comes to Munster on the 10-meter line with 8 minutes to go in this first half. So decision time for Peter O'Mahony. Bertie says, feel sorry for the Tars scoring 48 points and still lose. That's unfortunately the thing with the Waratahs. They've got a young, inexperienced side. I'm really looking forward to the likes of Angus Bell in that Australian setup, along with Danila Tupou. I think it's the two most, how can you put it, most athletic prop forwards in world rugby at the moment, apart from Taj Furlong from Ireland. Bertie said, I said Munster by 7, so yeah, it could turn out still to be that, Bertie. Still a long way to go, and Munster being the quality side that they are, I think they will bounce back. So they've got a lineup now 5 meters from the try line of Connacht. And let's see if Rhys Marshall can get this. So he finds Billy Holland, and they're going to form this more, but it's going sideways close to the touch line. They need to be careful now. It comes back to Casey. Now finds Dialendi. Takes 2 guys to bring him down, but Sean O'Brien did well. Casey, out it goes to Goggin. Now Casey awaiting the ball again. Quick ball coming back now. There's space here on the outside for Daly, who is back from his yellow card. Casey again goes out to CJ Stander. 5 meters from the try line still is Munster. Player lying on the wrong side of the field, and a penalty coming now to Munster. 5 meters from the try line. Quite an entertaining game so far. Bappy says that's going to be a good game, Bulls versus Sharks. I say Bulls by 4. And then Sharks have not won against Bulls at Loftus in a while, I think. But I think the Sharks have a chance. So, yeah, like I said, I myself, as a Sharks supporter, needs to be realistic. I think I did put the Bulls down to win by, I think it's 8 points in the end, or it might have been 6. So, yeah, it is going to be quite interesting. 11J said, did you see there's a North versus South Rainbow Cup final being planned as well? That will be amazing. I can see Munster playing the Sharks in the final, or the Bulls. So taken in by O'Mahony, 5 meters from the try line. The Munster team now looking good. It is Rhys Marshall at the back, and he's going to dive over for the try for Munster there. And try time to Munster now just before halftime, 5 minutes left. And a great try from them. So 12 points to 17 with the conversion to come for Munster. That would be really awesome, 11J said. I mean, either Bulls versus Munster or Leinster final, or Sharks versus Munster Leinster final. That is what I'm putting down at the moment. So really looking forward to that. Barty says, yes, I have heard about that. So what I did hear earlier was the fact that I did know that they said the team that finished on top have the opportunity to play in the Heineken Cup, which will be quite extraordinary if you really look at it that way. So maybe we see the Bulls or the Sharks competing in the Heineken Cup next year, or is it the the Champions Cup. I'm not sure. It's either one of those two. So we're slowly working our way into Europe. That conversion going over, beautifully kicked by Ben Healy, and it is now 14 points to 17. Connacht leading this game with 4 minutes to go in the first half. So quite the entertaining game so far. 11J said, I think it would be good. I hope it goes ahead. I'm sure we'll have quite the audience on that day. Fitzgerald with a restart, short, high-hanging kick this time, collected beautifully by the Munster forwards. I think it was Johann Klein who took it in. In fact, it was Billy Holland who took it in. Now Casey, inside his 22, gives it out to Johann Klein this time round. So just setting up that maybe for a kick over a box kick. Looks like the body language saying he's going to kick it himself. Is Casey now. So box kick over the top is going to find touch. Runabout on halfway. So pretty solid kicking from both teams so far. 11J said, I think it is the Heineken Cup. So imagine the likes of Toulouse or Exeter Chiefs in a final against the Sharks or the Bulls, or just playing in those fixtures would be really interesting. I was so disappointed that the Rainbow Cup couldn't have gone ahead with the mix between Southern and Northern Hemisphere. But now the line-out throw taken beautifully. Marmion sniping at the back here for Connacht. Just over halfway to go. Delaney just securing that ball. McAllister, out it goes to Dominic Robertson-McCoy. Now Marmion again taken in by the lock forward of Connacht on halfway. Now Marmion waiting. Comes back to Sean O'Brien. Fitzgerald. There's space on the outside for Wooten. Wooten still going. Tries to offload it. But into touch they go. Just couldn't get that pass through to John Porch, unfortunately. And it is going to be a line out to Munster just outside their own 22. I must say, I'm impressed with the performance of Connacht today. Really impressing me. 11J said, would be good experience for the South African teams as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to a new competition, man. We've been waiting for the Trans-Tasman, but I always suspected New Zealand teams to dominate it. That line-out taken well by Munster, collected by CJ Stander off the back, and now they've got the ball. Oh, a little slip up there from Casey and the prop forward, but they've got it back now. Box kick over the top. Was the Munster player taken out? No, says the referee. So Marmion's got it on halfway for Connacht. Fitzgerald, Sean O'Brien. Out it goes to the outside centre, which is Tom Daly. Now Marmion again taken in by Dominic Robert McCoy. Over halfway he goes with a minute to go in this first half. Marmion off the back, Fitzgerald. He's been brilliant today. Oh, man and ball. Knocks it on, and now chance here for Munster. It comes out to John Ryan over halfway now. Casey at scrum half waiting for it. And Delahunt should get penalised there. Nah, says the referee, we are going to go back for that little knock-on from Connacht. So 30 seconds left in this first half. What a game we've seen here between Munster and Connacht so far, as I think John Ryan is just receiving some attention there. Looks like a little neck injury, or could be a shoulder injury. So number 17 for Connacht has now come on. It looks like it is Dennis Buckley who's replaced. Well, it's Paddy McAllister and the other one. So Dennis Buckley and Finlay Beelum now on for Connacht. Just on the stroke of half-time, a very strange replacement to make when there's no time left in this first half. So maybe you will want to force a penalty or something from this next scrum. The coach of Connacht hoping for a miracle here in or at scrum time. Let's see if it's going to work out for them. So two props, new props on for Connacht, and it is Dennis Buckley and Finlay Beelan who's replaced Paddy McAllister and Dominic Robertson McCoy. So they are looking to get a penalty from this. Let's see if it's going to work out for Connacht. Strange but very interesting tactic that the Connacht coach is using there, knowing that halftime is basically over and it's going to be one scrum. So these guys will be fresh for the start of the second half as well. So last scrum of the first half. It is Casey to feed that ball, and that tactic hasn't worked for Connacht as CJ Stunner controls it on the back. Now Casey going blindside. It is Andrew Conway back inside to CJ Stunner, but some really good defense from Connacht there. And I think they should just kick this into touch. Casey waiting for the ball off the back, and as expected, just kicks it into touch. So at halftime, it is Connacht leading this game by 3 points, but it should be a really good second half, and very much impressed and looking forward to this second half, guys. I'm going to take a quick break, but when I do come back, we will be live for the second half, so don't go anywhere. I will see you guys in about 5 minutes' time. Right, we are back for the second half here between Munster and Connacht. It is Connacht leading by 3 points here. Munster able to get the try before half time. And we are looking at a very, very interesting second half here between the two teams. Munster, obviously, the favourites to win this game. Batty now saying, before I left, I must say the South African teams were playing Super Rugby this season. It would have been tough, especially against the New Zealand teams. I don't think we would have made it, to be quite honest. I think it would have been more of the same of Super Rugby earlier. I know the Sharks were leading the lock, and it would have probably been the Bulls who would have probably been our best team. But I mean, even they have not been really exceptional in this first two games of the Rainbow Cup, and it is a bit worrying. But let's hope that the game between the Bulls and the Sharks will be the one where they do hit form. But yeah, it's been a very interesting first half here between Munster and Connacht. Matt Gallagher, Andrew Conway, Dan Goggin, Damien Delendi, Shane Daly, Ben Healy, and Greg Casey, the starting backline for Munster. And so far, it's been a good display by Dan Goggin and Greg Casey, really. The rest of the backline not being that busy, but they've been really good on the defence. And then the forwards, James Cronin, Reece Marshall, John Ryan, John Klein, Billy Holland, Gavin Coombs, Peter Omani, and CJ Stander. So the one guy that has been very quiet today has been Gavin Coombs, who were exceptional last week in the win over Ulster. So I don't know if it's the fact that he's playing 6 today. He played 8 last week, but he's been really quiet. CJ Stander has had pretty good carries so far. Peter Omani has been quite busy. The likes of Billy Holland has been really busy in the tight 5. John Klein has had his moments, but John Ryan, James Cronin, and Reece Marshall has been really good for them so far. Then for Connacht, Sammy Arnold and Alex Wooten has been very busy. On the wings, Sean O'Brien has been exceptional, but the standout guy so far in this team has been Connor Fitzgerald at 10 and Kieran Marmion. They've just played really brilliant so far, taking it to the backline of Munster and gaining those valuable ground forward. So most exceptional players so far for me. Connor Fitzgerald has been a standout in this game so far in the backline. Then in the forwards, obviously Paddy McAllister, Shane Delahunt, Dominic Robert McCoy, Neil Murray, Alton Delaney, Kane Prendergast, Connor Oliver, and Abraham Papali'i. So Paddy McAllister's been quite busy. He is now being replaced as well. So both forwards props have been replaced just before halftime in a tactical move by the Connacht coach. But Shane Delahunt has been really good. Robertson McCoy has been pretty busy. McAllister has been really good. Alton Delaney has taken his lineouts pretty solid so far. Kane Prendergast and Connor Oliver has been quiet so far, but they're doing the basics right, which we can't argue at this stage. And then Abraham Papali'i has had a few good carries as we get the second half is about to start now with the restart from the fly-off of Munster taken in by Connacht on the 22. So let's just change the halftime sign just quickly as we get into the second half. Connacht now at the back, Marmion with a little box kick over the top, collected by Daly for Munster up to the 10-meter line. It is Casey now in control of this ball. Oh, sloppy pass from him behind the players, and now kick forward here by Connacht, and they have an opportunity. It is Marmion who's going to go over for the try, and what sloppy play from Munster. That is just so poor from him. And there is a little scuffle there between Ben Healy and Marmion. Quite a shuffle here. All the players getting into it now. And you could expect some Oh, even the replacements are into this. So we might have some trouble here coming, because I did think I saw a few fists flying there. But let's see how the referee takes control over this. But I think Connacht have scored a valuable try here. It is 22 points to 14 at the moment. And we'll have to wait and see what the referee has got to say. But it does look like Connacht have scored a try. It is now Tom Daly and Kieran Marmion chatting to the referee. Wait, let's see. I don't have audio at the moment, but we'll see in a minute what the referee has decided. There is a TMO decision coming the way of this game. So Kieran Marmion was the one that started this whole scuffle between him and the likes of Ben Healy. But a try's been awarded, and it is going to be Connacht now leading 24 points to 14, which is a great start in the first minute of the second half. Lemje says, I think the Sharks would have done okay and the Bulls with Jake White. The Lions Stormers, though, would definitely have struggled against the New Zealand teams. No, definitely, I have to agree with you there, 11J said. The Stormers have been a bit unlucky. They've got quality players, maybe a bit of luck here and there, and things could have been different for them. I mean, having lost to the Sharks and the Stormers by very close margins. So, but I do feel that the Lions, with only one Springbok in their starting lineup, would have definitely had some trouble. So, well, with the restart there from Ben Healy, nobody wanted it from Connacht, and he went into touch. So it's going to be a 22-meter lineup to Connacht inside the red half. In fact, it is going to be a lineup to Munster. So they might have just touched that ball. So mistakes all around. Now it's an overthrown ball from Munster, and Connacht's got it off the back inside their own 22. Marmion at the back here with a little box kick over the top. It's not going to find touch into the hands of Conway, and Conway trying to step his way out of trouble. Brings it down now. Casey, out it goes to the forwards, driving their way up to the 10-meter line. Now it goes back to the replacement hooker, Casey again. Now it goes out from Holland to Healy again, but they caught behind the advantage line on halfway now. Taken in forward by Tatch Byrne, who's onto the field, I think, or it might have been CJ Stander. Now it comes back again to Healy, who puts it up high in the air. It's not collected by Connacht, and it's kicked forward here by Goggin up to the 5-meter line. Fitzgerald trying to run his way out of trouble, but Dialendi and also Shane Daly tackling him over the dead ball line, and it's going to be a 5-meter scrum to Munster with 3 minutes and a half gone in this first half. So 11J said that the Stormers are starting to lose players now as well. Khaleesi now, Augustus, Bonambi soon as well. Unless they start signing some more players, they will continue to struggle. So what I have heard from the whole Bonambi spectacle is that they might be signing the likes of Malcolm Marx if Bonambi does decide to go to the Sharks, which is quite an interesting signing. I would have felt that the Sharks might rather go for Malcolm Marx and sign him instead of Bonambi, who's now, well, I wouldn't say coming to the end of his career, but he doesn't have as many years as Marx left. And to have a player like Marx and Bonambi, either way, will be very interesting. So if the Stormers do manage to sign Malcolm Marx, then I think it would be a positive signing towards. Otherwise, the likes of Jano Augustus losing or going to, I think it's Northampton, it is. But they do have Ivan Roos, who played really well so far in this opening 2 rounds. But anyway, back to this game. Casey now to feed the scrum. CJ Stander off the back. Gets caught by Marmion, who's had an exceptional game. But penalty coming or advantage now. KC, 5 meters from try line, gives it out to Jean Klein. Pick and go here from Munster. Still going on Manahue. Pick and go by CJ Stunder off the back. It is Billy taking it up now 2 meters from the try line. Holland. Casey now at scrum off, waiting for this ball. Peter Montague, and he darts over, but I doubt that this try is going to be awarded, as there was another scuffle between the two teams, and this is becoming ridiculous. The referee needs to step in and stop this nonsense from happening at the moment. Really just poor play from both teams. This is ridiculous. Somebody needs to step in and stop the shenanigans. Because even the replacements are in on the field and really just scuffling. Stupid, very unprofessional from both sides at the moment. Bertie asking what your prediction for Lions Stormers. I say Lions by 5. So it's a tough one, Bertie. I think the Stormers will win that just plainly on the fact that the Lions don't have any experience at the moment. And then 11J said also Stormers are looking to sign Joseph Ndweba. So either Malcolm Marks or Joseph Ndweba will get that call up. And then 11J said I have no idea who will win the Lions game. Lions are at home, but Stormers team looking stronger. Absolutely. So they only have one Springbok, and that is Kosan in the starting 15, I think. So it will always be tough, but these youngsters have shown some real promise. So we are going up to the TMO to check this out now. It is going to be interesting to see what happens from here. But currently, the try stands for Munster, 5 minutes into the second half. But let's see what the referee picks up in this whole little scuffle that went on between the two players. It's going to be interesting. Lions should have started Morne van der Berg instead of Warner. So I'm a fan of both of them. I can't really make my mind up who to start, because Andre Warner reminds me a lot of Farida Priya, but Morne van der Berg is an exceptional player. So when you look at this, what has happened here, the Munster player taking some offense from Papali'i there, and that is Gavin Coombs, who could be in trouble here because he went out to have this fight with Papali'i, and I don't know what exactly happened on the ground, whether Papali'i went to give him a boot or something on the face, but the referee has turned this penalty around. So Coombs getting punished there for his indiscretion, and rightfully so. So unnecessary from him. So Fitzgerald is now on his own 5 meter line. He's going to kick this downfield, and a wasted opportunity for Munster. Very bad form from Gavin Coombs. He was so exceptional last week in that win over Ulster, but oh, what has happened just now? Again, the referee blowing on his whistle. This is ridiculous. So the penalty has been overturned, and I don't know exactly for what. That is just ridiculous. I don't know what happened. It was supposed to be a Connacht penalty, and the referee just turned the whole thing around. I don't have audio, so I don't know exactly what happened there. But it was a Connacht penalty, and it got turned around to Munster. Now they're going to have a 5 meter scrum right under the post. So I don't know exactly what has just happened there. 11J said Munster are not doing my Super Brew predictions any favors here. So it's still early. It's still very early. I think Munster will strike back now with the scrum 5 meters out from the try line. Let's see if they can get some points onto the board now. It is going to be fed by KC right under the post. Munster's got this penalty, so it can go left or right. It is Thunder. Oh, the ball spills loose, and Marmion's got it off the back for Connacht. And another let off for him as it's taken forward now by the forwards. It is the lock forward who drives his way forward. And a penalty to Connacht. Players not rolling away. So great run there from, it was Neil Murray who had a nice little run upfield there. And then the Munster players not rolling away. It's just ridiculous what's happening in this opening 7 minutes of the second half. We've seen Munster go over the try line, get penalised for a scuffle off the field or off the ball, and then a penalty overturned in the end to Munster, taking the scrum and then trying to go for the try, and then losing the ball spilling out of the back. Some ridiculous passage of play now. And it is going to be a Connacht throw-in roundabout on halfway. Right, sorry for that, guys. So the throw-in's been taken by Delaney off the back for Connacht on the 10-meter line. Here they go. The maul has been formed. And at the back, it is controlled by Delahan. Now comes out to Fitzgerald, who kicks it downfield and not going to find touch into the hands of Conway, who kicks it straight downfield into the hands of John Porch. And he's going to have a run now. Beats two defenders up to the 10-meter line. He goes inside his own half. Coming back for Marmion now. Good run from Neil Murray again. Now a bit isolated, but it does come back. Was there a neck roll from the Connacht player? Referee says play on Marmion with the box kick over the top. And now chased by John Porch again. And a little knock on from Munster. So Gavin, was it? No, it wasn't Gavin Coombs. It was Matt Gallagher who knocked that ball on. So it's going to be a scrum and halfway. That says 11J said, I have to agree on the Stormers. I think it should be on that Stormers comment. So interesting. We'll find out tomorrow exactly what happens in those games, guys. Don't forget to tune in for that live commentary session as well. So scrum just inside Munster's half now. Marmion to feed this ball for Connacht. We've had 9.5 minutes in the second half. Both teams not being able to really get going in the second half. I know Connacht scored from the first minute. A terrible mistake from Munster. Now Marmion from Papali'i. Out it goes to Sean O'Brien, who takes it up. Dialendi's got him isolated, and he wins the penalty for Munster. Let's see if Munster's going to kick this downfield or not. So it is going to be Healy to thump this downfield for them on the 50-minute mark. And a chance for Munster. Ooh, let's wait. Maybe they're going to have a shot at goal here. They are going to have the shot at goal. So it is Ben Healy to have the shot. It's round about 5 meters inside Munster's own half. And a chance to reduce the deficit to 7 points. In such a close game, you need to take the points when it's on offer. Especially Munster being at home today. Batty says, cheers, Guru, on the vodka and Red Bulls. Yeah, vodka and Red Bull, I don't know so much about, but it is Monster tonight. Batty, it's really cool. You should try it out. It is the Pipeline Monster. It's the pink bottle of Monster and then a double shot of vodka. It really keeps you going for a long period of time. As you guys would have noticed last weekend, I think it was with the start of the 12 o'clock game, the Aussie final, and we went straight through to the end of the Bulls Stormers game. So that is a brilliant strike from Healy as he slots that beautifully through the middle. So it is now Munster 17, Connacht 24. So it's a 7-point game at the moment. Anybody's game here as we go into the final 28 minutes of the game. Batty says he's going to try it sometime. Yeah, do try it. So just be careful. It is slow poison, by the way. You don't feel it until after maybe 4 or 5 shots. So Greg Casey has come off the field, as well as Billy Holland, Conor Murray and Catchburn onto the field as that restart from Connacht goes straight into touch. So another chance now for Munster with a scrum in the middle of the field. Going to be interesting to see how this turns out. Will Connacht lose the game again due to some poor discipline and some terrible mistakes? Fitzgerald has been phenomenal at 10 today for Connacht. His first real, well, no, not his first one, but maybe his second mistake of the game. But apart from that, he's been pretty solid. So 2 Lions onto the field for Munster now in Conor Murray and Taj Byrne. And they should make a massive difference in this game. We saw this morning how the Reds missed Alex Murphy, Tate McDermott, and Harry Wilson. So 2 Lions on for Munster. That should give them a little bit of an edge going into this last 25 or 26 minutes of the game. So for me, the winners for tonight so far has definitely been Connacht. They've been really good. Nobody expected them to win this game. It's all Munster's game to lose. But they are currently the favourites in the bookies to win this tournament, as we see another scrum penalty coming the way of Munster. And I think Ben Healy, could have another shot at goal from here. O'Malley says, let's go for touch. So we are within that 7 points now as Munster. So they will be looking to try and get level on the scoreboard right now. If it wasn't for that mistake in the first minute of the second half, they could have led now. As Ben Healy puts that 5 meters, around about 7 or 8 meters from the try line. Munster now have a good opportunity. How do you guys find the commentary tonight? Have I done justice to the names? Did I screw it up like last week when Munster were playing Ulster? Or have I done a better job tonight with the Pro 14 Rainbow Cup game between Munster and Connacht? Taken in by Taj Byrne, and the maul has been formed. I see Jack Carty is also on for Conor Fitzgerald now. The Munster team now more trying to maul their way forward, but going backwards in doing so. But now there's a chance for Marshall. Pick and go from James Cronin, 5 meters out. CJ Standard taking it up, still about 4 meters out. Penalty advantage coming for Munster. Conor Murray waiting for the ball of the back. It's taken in there by Neil Scannell now. 2 meters out is Munster now. Can they get over for that try? Pick and go again from the forwards. Not gaining too much ground. 4 meters out. Taken up by Scannell again. Now they're going out to the back line. It is a great run from Gallagher, trying to beat a couple of defenders, trying to swirl his way out. 3 meters out now. It is taken up there by John Ryan, but we are going to come back for that penalty now for Munster. So I would assume that they would go for the scrum here, or maybe the penalty. Badly says, I think you've done well. And 11J said, you're doing a great job. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. So in a game where we don't get the views that we would get for a Bulls Stormers game or a Bulls Sharks game, I do want to do these live streams because next year, I'm very much sure, 99%, that we will have a Pro 16. So we might as well just get used to these Pro 14 names right about now, because I have seen that it's helped me quite a bit with the Trans-Tasman game this morning, because the team didn't change too much over the last 2 years. So Dave Heffernan is now on for Shane Delahan, who's had a really consistent game today, one of the standout forwards in this Connacht team. But obviously the experience of Dave Heffernan will be very good for this Connacht team. So they have opted to go for that scrum 5 meters out, and let's hope they don't make a mess of it again like they did on a previous occasion. Chance to draw level in this game, and then with around about 23 minutes to go in this game, it's going to be quite exceptional. Right, scrum feed from Conor Murray, 5 meters out from the try line. Ben Healy and Gallagher standing next to each other there. CJ Stander trying to control it, pick it off the back into the hands of Goggin. 2 meters out now. Conor Murray, quick ball out it goes. 1 meter short. Now it's Munster. They just need to pick and go here. Again, CJ Stander trying to take it up, but stopped very well by this Connacht team. Taken in by Taj Byrne. He's gone in too high, driven back in that tackle. Now 5 meters out, Conor Murray. Out it goes. Oh, it is Healy who gets caught behind the advantage line now. 10 meters out, Conor Murray gives it out to John Ryan, who works his way up to the 5 meter line. Conor Murray again. Now Peter O'Mahony. They're now 5 meters out from the try line again. Taken up beautifully by Jean Klein. Conor Murray, back it goes to Taj Byrne. 3 meters out. Connacht defense holding firmly at the moment. And a penalty to Connacht there. Players holding on to the ball. And a brilliant save here from the Connacht defense. And that could be the turning point in this game. What defense from Connacht there on their own try line. And it is now going to be, let's see, it is going to be Jack Carty to try and relieve some pressure here for Connacht. What a game we've had so far, guys. I must say I'm very impressed with Connacht's performance tonight. I didn't see this coming at all. What a performance from these guys. It was stolen or contested in the ruck there by Dennis Buckley, who won the penalty for Connacht. And a line-out is going to take place just outside the 22, inside their own half. So Dave Kilcoyne and Stephen Archer now also coming onto the field for Connacht. So 21 minutes left in this game. Throw in here from the replacement scrum hooker for Connacht, taken off the back, beautifully controlled on the back of the small for Connacht. Now it comes out to Marmion, who puts it down on the boot, not going to find touch into the way of Conway. He's going to have a run up to halfway here, needs support now. Conor Murray, and a little slap down from Connacht. I think the referee says play on. So all the way back to their own 10 meter line is Munster now. Conor Murray gives it out to Dave Kilcoyne. Working his way up to the 10 meter line for Munster. Conor Murray just controlling the ball at the back of this ruck, and it's kicked forward with a box kick. Andrew Conway chasing it down, but beautifully collected by Wooten. And support play pretty much solid from Connacht. Marmion waiting for the ball off the back there. Alton Delaney taking it over the 22. Loose ball here. And Connacht under pressure now, but beautifully recollected there by Heffernan for Connacht. And Papali'i now taking it up for Connacht. Great support play from Connacht at the moment. The Munster team trying to disrupt this Connacht side at ruck time. Marmion again with the box kick over the top. And it's gone into the hands now of Gallagher. All the way up to halfway. Tries to beat a couple of defenders. but solid defense from Connacht. Almost up to the 10-meter line goes Munster now. Conor Murray with slow ball. Out it goes to Omani. And set up again for Conor Murray. So not a lot happening for Munster at the moment. Conor Murray going with a box kick over the top, chased by Conway. Pressure moment for John Porch, who collects it beautifully for Connacht just outside his own 22. And Marmion with an opportunity to clear this ball again for Connacht, but rather decides to go to Heffernan. And a penalty to Connacht there. The Munster players playing the ball off the ground or off their feet. And it's like Batty said, Connacht is surprising today. With about 18 minutes to go, it is Munster who needs to go at this Connacht team, but they're doing such a great job. And I think the confidence for Connacht is right up there at the moment. Penalty kick from Jack Carty, finds touch, runabout on the 10-meter line, inside his own half. So Connacht will try and bash their way, probably through the middle, through Sean O'Brien, or either maybe Tom Daly. So Joey Carberry now on for Ben Healy. So they bring on the big guns now as Munster, as they can see this game slipping from them at the moment. How big will a win for Connacht be today? Thrown quickly by Heffernan. Now Marmion out to Carty, who puts it up into the air. It is Sean O'Brien and Jack Porch chasing, but beautifully collected by Gallagher on the 10-meter line. And here comes Munster with a kick forward now, trying to find space, but a beautiful collection by Carty inside his own 22. And he sends it back downfield, not into touch. And a chance now for Munster with a kick ahead. It's a high-hanging one. Beautifully collected by Munster on the ground there. And now Conor Murray, out it goes to Goggin over the 10-meter line. Murray again out to touch. Byrne taking it up. Not getting any ground from that. Conor Murray, now Carberry, out it goes to Gallagher again. They're losing ground again. Not making those meters forwards. Now they're driven forward almost up to the 10-meter line, but good counter ruck from Connacht on the ground, but a penalty goes against Sean O'Brien there, who made a little mistake for them. Hands in the ruck is the penalty for, and Joey Carberry is going to have a shot at goal 10 meters out from Connacht's try line with about 16 minutes left in this game. Is that the right choice? Should they have gone for touch? But I mean, it will be a 4-point game after this penalty kick if it goes over. So 11J said, asking what the time left in the game. It is 16 minutes to go. And it's still up for grabs here at the moment. Johann van Graan, the coach of Munster, looking pretty anxiously towards this kick. And I don't think he expected this from this Connacht team. Joey Carberry with the shot at goal here. So after this kick, there will be around 15 minutes left in this game. Can he get this? Not the most difficult kick ever. And that looks like it's going to go through. So it is now a 4-point game. Munster now have 20 and Connacht 24 with 15 minutes to go in this game. Can Munster steal this game from Connacht? It is Connacht's game to lose. Right, so here we go. Jack Carty with the restart for Connacht goes deep into the hands of CJ Stander. Gives it out to Conor Murray, who puts it into touch. A brilliant kick from him all the way up to halfway. Brilliant kick from Conor Murray. Just imagine what he will do at altitude in Johannesburg or Pretoria if he can get this kicks away from inside his own 22 and find touch on halfway. That is just pure class from Conor Murray. So Colin Blade is now on for Marmion, and he had an exceptional game the week before. I think it was against, or the first week of Rainbow Cup. He totally outplayed Ulster's scrum half on the day. So throwing from Callanan now. Good throw-in now played. Off it goes to Papali'i. Blake giving it out to Carty, who kicks it downfield. And he's going to kick that directly into touch. So we are going to go back all the way to Connacht's 10-meter line. Line up to Munster. Are things starting to go wrong for Connacht now with just 14 minutes left in this game? What a let off there for Munster. Pressure moments here for Carty. He is an experienced guy, so these mistakes are not asked for at the moment. So let's just see Carty do boast 156 caps for Connacht. So you can't ask for more experience than that. And so it just shows you that the experienced guys can also make mistakes in such a close game. So can Munster win this game? 13 and a half minutes to go. On the 10-meter line, they've got the throw in, and they will find it now. Conor Murray off the back. It goes to Joey Carberry, bashed up by Goggin. Now Murray again gives it out to CJ Stander. Up to the 10-meter line they go. Conor Murray again now feeds it to the replacement hooker, Scannell, who works his way up. Conor Murray again, Dutch Byrne getting it off the floor there from Murray. Now Carberry out to Goggin again, just getting driven backwards in the tackle there at the moment. They're losing ground now. Conor Murray with a kick over the top, and that's going to go too far. It is going to run. Oh, it's not going to reach over the dead ball line, and nearly a mess up there from, it is Wooten, I think. So he did manage to put it down eventually. So it is going to be a restart from their own try line, as the new rules say in this Pro 14 Rainbow Cup. They will have to restart it from their own try line. So Jack Carty now from his own try line to restart this game. Goes quite deep, and it's going to go into the hands of Shane Daly, who's been really quiet. Got a yellow card as well. Dialendi putting his head down. Here comes Conor Murray trying to snipe on his own there, but well tackled by Callahan. And now it is taken forward by the prop forwards of Munster. Still trying to pick and go at the moment. Conor Murray waiting for the ball at the back. Just outside the 22, Dialendi again having a go at them. He's been quiet tonight. Good little step from Goggin there. Now they're going quickly. Carberry. Out it goes to Peter. Well, it's not Peter O'Malley. It's Coombs who goes over the 22. Now Dutch Byrne. Now Carberry again trying to slice them apart, but throws the intercept pass. And here comes Connacht now with a kick downfield. And another chance wasted for Munster. That ball bouncing horribly wrong for Peter O'Malley. And the pressure on, but he's made some great meters and still going is a Peter O'Malley all the way up to just outside the 22. Picked up by Dialendi over the 22 they go. Quick recycle ball needed. Dutch Byrne throws a loose pass to Carberry. He's going to go with a little cross kick to Conway. Was Conway in front of the player there, or in front of the kicker as he goes over for the try? But I think they should go upstairs, because it looked like a moment like Conway might have been in front of the ball. But as it stands, Munster has scored this try. And unless the referee sees otherwise, Munster will be leading this game by 1 point going into the last 10 minutes of this game. Great kick from Carberry there, spotting the space. But I think we should, rightfully so, just go and check whether Conway maybe was in front of the kicker. Dialendi tried really hard to work his way forward. There's a little knock on, so that's not going to be a try. I think it was a captain's referral there, as a little knock on came there at ruck time. But let me not try and be biased here and just have another look at this. So it might be that the try has been awarded, but the referee just waiting for confirmation. Carberry already up. There we go. We are going to go to the TMO now, guys. So, yeah, let's see what's going to happen. I think we're looking for either knock on at ruck time or at the breakdown from one of the Munster players, and then maybe Conway being in front of the player as well as Carberry tried to kick that. But let's see what the referee will decide. So first of all, we are looking for a knock on. Dialendi took it up. Let's see what happens here. Can't really see from this angle. The next angle will tell you whether it's been knocked on or not. So surely there was hands in the ruck from Connacht. I don't really see it really coming from Munster. Let's see. It was Blake going in for that, and he had his hands on that ball. So we'll have to wait and see. They're reversing this angle now. So let's see. Can we see a little knock on there from the players? It might be judged that Dialendi might have knocked it on from, or maybe one of the other players might have knocked it on from the hands. So it is going to be no try knock on from Munster. So we will have to change the score again to 20 points. So Connacht still leading by 24 points to 20 with 10 minutes to go in this game. Scrum down inside or on the 22 for Connacht. And what a let off there for them. Let's see if they had the captain's referral in the Hurricanes. Waratahs. I wonder how many of the tries would have been ruled out. 17 tries in that game. Absolutely. Pappy says 10 minutes. Sorry, yeah. 4 minutes and Munster would have been in some serious trouble. So 10 minutes to go. Arnold on for Papali'i, and then Peter Sullivan and Masterson on as well for Connacht. So Blade to feed the scrum to Connacht on the 22. Can they control solid scrum from both teams there? And here they come. Taken in by Carty, who steps and makes a bit of ground and then kicks it into space here. It is going to take by Keith Earls, who's also onto the field for Munster now. Goggin or Daly taking it up for them, retrieving that ball. So Conor Murray now off the back on their own 10-meter line. Can Munster find a way through this defense? Kilcoyne just putting his head down. So the Red Machine with possession with 9 minutes to go. Conor Murray is going to go to the air and it's chased by Keith Earls. Underneath it is Porch. Good tackle from Keith Earls. Driving Porch backwards, but they have secured the ball. And Blade's got it at the back of this ruck for Connacht. It's been charged down by Tatch Byrne, but a penalty as the referee says he was offside. So a big call there from the referee today. And a chance for Carty to put Connacht in an attacking position going into this last 8 minutes of the game. What? Oh, geez, I don't know if they're offside or not. But Tatchburn very unlucky there to get penalised in what would have been trouble for Connacht had that Georgetown stood, because Tatchburn was onto that ball in a flash. Right, so it is going to be now Dave Heffernan to throw this ball in for Connacht. 8 minutes to go on a 10-meter line inside Munster's half. Beautifully taken by the number 4, uh, Neil Murray, and a penalty awarded to Connacht. Players playing the man in the air. So Peter O'Mahony, the guilty party there for Munster. And surely Connacht, they've decided to go for touch. So they want to seal this game. Jack Carty putting it into touch. 5 meters from Munster's try line. This could be it. This could be it, guys. Connacht can seal victory if they can get another try from here. They're leading by 4 points currently, and with 7 minutes to go, this could be really big. Dave Heffernan to throw in, Dennis Buckley, Finley Beelum, Egan Masterson, Sean Masterson are all in there trying to talk to each other. Oh, it's a brilliant steal by Peter O'Mahony there, and Keith Earls puts it onto the boot. Into the hands it goes. On the 10-meter line has been knocked on by Jack Porch. And here comes Damien Dialendi. All the way up to halfway he goes. Still going. Now Munster have a chance. Thumping shoulder chance there from Munster. But the referee says play on. CJ Stander on the 10-meter line. Taken forward by the red machine. Damien Dialendi again having a go. Still going is Munster. Pick and go here from Kilcoyne. Munster still going forward. What a mistake from Connacht. Still going is Munster now. About 10 meters out from the 22. Now it is Kilcoyne again. Taking it up for Munster. Conor Murray. Out it goes. Bashed up by Goggin. Conor Murray again. Now Carberry. Dialendi, they're going backwards at the moment. Daly getting tackled. Not helped. Still going forward on the 10-meter line inside Connacht's half. Carberry, out it goes. There's space here for them. But a kick ahead from, I think it's Dialendi. And that ball, Wooten stopped it before it went over the try line and puts it into touch. Roundabout on the 10-meter line inside their own half. What an end to this game. 5 minutes left. All he had to do was Wooten there. He just had to leave the ball to go over the try line, and they would have had a restart from there. But a great clearance in the end from Wooten. So not all bad from him in the end. So we have an injury attendance at the moment. It is going to be a line out to Munster on the 10-meter line inside Connacht's half with just 5 minutes to go. 4 points the difference. 3 tries from Connacht, 2 from Munster. And what a game we've had here. Couldn't have asked for a more tighter game going into this last 5 minutes of the game. And drama we've had quite a bit. It's been up and forth, or down and forth, the whole time between the two teams. And Johann van Graan looks like a very, very worried coach at the moment. Throwing from Scannell, it's finding catch. Burn on the 10-meter line. The maul goes down. No, it's still going. So Munster on the attack. Still going forward, trying to milk this penalty for sure. Now the maul comes to a halt. It is taken forward still by Munster. Now Gavin Coombs working his way up 10 meters from the 22. Dave Kilcoyne working his way up. Now Conor Murray to touch Burn again. Just a little pop-up pass. Now Conor Murray out to Dialendi. Dialendi still going up to the 22. They go. Bit isolated. But Connacht have maybe stolen this on the ground. Yes, they have. And it comes back to Connacht here. And Colin Blade will have a chance to clear this ball for Connacht. Comes back to Carty. Puts it on the boot. And finds touch. Oh, or has he? Let's see if it was taken back. No, says the touch judge. It is going to be a line out to Munster again on the 10-meter line. Great defense from the men in green. Great stuff there from, it was Sean O'Brien who did a fantastic job there for Connacht. With 3.5 minutes to go. Oh, it's been stolen in line out by Connacht, and here they come again. Now the forwards bashing it up to the 10-meter line. They just need to hold on to this ball now. It is the forward, Neil Murray, taking it up for them. Colin Blake at the back gives it out to Carty again. He goes to the boot again. Now finds Keith Earls on the 10-meter line inside Munster's half. Good defense from them and a little bit isolated is Keith Earls, but it comes back now. It is out to Peter O'Mahony. Gets driven back in the tackle on their own 10-meter line now. Munster comes out to Carberry, straightens the line. Great defense from Connacht. Conor Murray again, Dave Kilcoyne puts his head down. Murray again gives it out to the forwards, still going. Now Carberry tried to make a skip pass, but Keith Earls takes it on the 10-meter line. They're just not getting over or past this Connacht team. And now a knock on from Jean Klein. And with 2 minutes to go, scrum to Connacht on the 10-meter line inside Munster's half. This could be the upset that we have been looking for. Great stuff from Connacht today. And Munster, I don't know what is happening at the moment. Bad mistake from Jean Klein, knocking that ball in the contact. And that could be the ball game right there. Delaney, the guy that made that tackle on Jean Klein. But furious defense from Connacht. They truly deserve this victory here today. They've worked really hard for this. So if they can hold on for 2 minutes, they will win this game. And what a game the inside centers had for Connacht. Tom Daly, he's been absolutely brilliant today. There is going to be a captain's challenge coming up from Tom Daly. In fact, let's see what they're going to have a look at. 2 minutes out from time. This could be a big moment as the referee is going to have a look. I don't have audio at the moment, but we should know in just a few seconds what this is all about. So the captain's challenge, let's see what it's all about. So they are having a look at Dave Kilcoyne having a forearm to the throat of the number 6, well, is it? Yeah, the number 16 for Connacht, and that is Dave Heffernan. So a forearm leading to the throat, and I think there will only be probably only a penalty maybe to Connacht, but that could be a big, really big call with 2 minutes to go. So let's see what the referee says. It looks like he has rejected that one, and we are going to go and have that scrum. So I don't see too much into that. I mean, Dave Kilcoyne just wanted to have a run with the ball, and unfortunately body positions didn't allow for the move. But so nothing happened from that scrum down on the 10-meter line. Can Connacht hold out for another minute and a half? It is going to be Colin Blake to feed the scrum. Wickerly has replaced Jean Klein, who knocked that ball on. A little bit too late to replace him now. Colin Blake off the back. Jack Carty. No, it's Jack. It is actually, in fact, Borge trying to work his way forward now. Colin Blake again. Just need to keep hold of this. Is Murray now. The lock forward on the 10-meter line inside Munster's half. Colin Blake under pressure there. Good counter shot from Munster. And they're going down and wins the penalty on the ground with a minute to go. This is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great steal on the ground from Dutch Byrne, getting the penalty there for Munster. And surely this will be Munster's last chance to win this game. Let's see where Jack Carberry can get, or well, where Joey Carberry can get this into touch now. He's got the penalty on the 10-meter line inside their own half, and he found touch just outside the 22 of Connacht. Is there still a twist left? 20 seconds left in this game. Scannell with the throw in. Let's see what happens from here. Throw in secured by Peter O'Mahony. They form them all just outside the 22. Time is up now. So if the ball goes dead, Connacht can win this game. Murray off the back here. Can Munster do this? No time left. Just outside the 22. Now here they come. Lenny puts his head down. Making good ground there over the advantage line. Conor Murray off the back. Here's going to pass this out to O'Mahony. They're still outside the 22 at the moment. Murray. Now it comes to Dave Kilcoyne. He's a bit isolated. Needs support now. Conor Murray comes back. And here they come again is Munster now. Weekly trying his way forward. Now it is O'Mahony again. Still outside the 22. Murray. And there's a little knock on, but a penalty coming for Munster. So I didn't see the advantage there. It is a penalty to Munster just outside the 22, and surely Carberry will go for touch from here. So intense moments, minute over 80 already. And it's going to be really nip and tuck this now. Joey Carberry finding the touch round about 10 meters out from Connacht's try line. Not wanting to risk kicking it out on the full or something over the dead ball line. What an end to this game. 10 meters out. Bertie says, thanks for the stream. Pleasure, Bertie. Really enjoying this game quite a lot at the moment. So Scannell with this throw-in finds Wickerley, and the maul has been formed again. Now Munster on the drive. 10 meters out. Can they get this maul going? Still going very slowly. Now it's not going forward. Surely they must use this now. Off the back, Dialendi in possession. Still going is Dialendi now. 7 meters out at the moment. Conor Murray. Here they come again. 5 meters out now. Was there a little knock on? Yes, there was. And Connacht has won this game. What an end to this game. Connacht holding on for a very good win here against Munster today. And who would have expected Connacht to get away with this victory? What an end to this game. Connacht just good enough to... Whoa, wait. There might be a little twist here. Let's not get overexcited just yet, as there, I think, will be a captain's challenge coming up from Munster now. So let's see what this is all about. You can even see my voice is going. So Peter O'Mahony has gone for the captain's challenge. Let's see what this is all about. Will there be one final twist in this game? Well, it's not over, Bertie, just yet. Let's see what this captain's challenge is all about. Nothing wrong there. Still nothing wrong at the moment. And that wasn't a knock-on from Munster. Let's just see. Oh, no, it was. Let's have another look at this. Is there one final twist in this game? The referee said it got knocked on, but it's off the foot. So it will be very interesting to see what the referee decides to do from this. And no, it does seem like the referee's decision will stand, and Connacht has won this game in the end. So the captain's challenge not successful from Peter O'Mahony, and Connacht will hold on for this 4-point victory here today. What a display from this team. I never in my wildest dreams expected Connacht to do this, but we've seen in the past Connacht beating Leinster, and I just thought it was a fluke. So really showing some true determination and some superior defense today. And you could have seen that they just wanted it a lot more than Munster wanted to. So thank you guys for joining in on the stream. Don't forget, we do have another game right after this. It is Leinster against Munster. So if you guys want to join me for that one, it will be in a short while. But for those of you who have enjoyed the stream, don't forget to press that like button and if you aren't subscribed already. But I will see you guys in a bit, and really enjoyed this game. Well done to Connacht. Until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.